Hello everyone, this is Tripathi, your guide and mentor for CBSE 12th English, and as you know we are doing a series on this particular English of class 12. So now today we have to do this particular topic, the rat trap, and it has a philosophy of life, and we will see that how the author has talked about it, how he has dealt with it. So let's see about it. Fine. So now again the same process. First is important to know about the author. Right? Author, or you can say that about the author. So now the author of this is Selma Lagerlof is the author. Fine. Now a lady, yes, a woman. Now she is actually a Swedish woman. Okay? Or you can say a Swedish author. She is a Swedish. Now apart from this is important, there is a one fact which is very important for her about her is that she was the first woman like until in the history that she has received the Nobel Prize in Literature. Right? So now this is important for you to know is here. This is a Swedish, and this she was also the first woman to receive Nobel Prize in Literature. Nobel Prize in Literature. Now, that she got in 1909. I mean, you can know about it. Fine. So now, after this, this was about the author. Now we come to the next thing is that is the characters. Yes, in this chapter has actually characters, so we should know about them. So the second part is characters. Now the first character is like he is the rat trap seller. Actually, fine, the rat trap seller. Fine, he is the first character here, and what is important? I mean, what he is a tramp, a kind of a tramp, like he's selling rat traps, and a lonely person. A lonely person. Now, another is the another person for you to know the rat trap seller. Now, the another person for you to know is Iron Master. Iron Master. Fine. Now, he is another person whom you should know. So the Iron Master is actually the owner of iron mill. Okay, and he has a daughter also. Then you will see that. Now the third person is this Edla, E-D-L-A, Edla Wilmanson. She is the third character, and she is important. Like after the rat trap seller, she is very important, and even she played a very significant role in the chapter. So Edla Wilmanson is here, and then she is the what is it called? Daughter of this Iron Master. Now, one more character we have. There is the crofter is there. The crofter. So now he is also there, the crofter, and he is also a lonely person. we will get to know about him also here. So now these are the characters. These four are the characters here. So let's see the other part of it. That is your what is it called? The next part of it is the summary. Summary. Alright. So what we see here, this there can be like the first thing is here this the writer seller himself and his philosophy. You know, the first part of, you can say that the first part of the chapter, we can say this writer seller and his philosophy. Fine. Writer seller and his philosophy. So what his philosophy is actually, he he thinks that even what he does is you can see he's just a he's petty thief also. Like he steals small objects so that like for his own living, and then he's a petty thief, and then keeps selling rat traps. And then he develops a philosophy. He develops a philosophy also. So what philosophy he has about this wall? That his philosophy is that this whole world is a big rat trap. All right. So now this is his philosophy, and why he has this philosophy? Because he himself is leading a very miserable life, and then he thinks that the people also, because the people who have the pleasures and the comforts and the wealth in the world, they are actually entrapped by this big rat trap. This is his philosophy. Fine. So now what happens later is so he keeps selling the rat traps, and one day what happens? One day he reaches to a crofter's house, like. He reaches to a crofter's house, and this crofter, he gives him a shelter. Okay, a shelter. He gives him a shelter and food also. So this crofter gives him shelter and food, and after this, what happens that so he is welcomed there very well, and this crofter was also giving him shelter and food because he is a lonely person, so nobody has in his company. So then he calls him, and then they both talk to each other, and then this the crofter also shows him this 30 kronor. I mean this current currency here, KRONOR here. So now like that he has earned by selling cows, like you can write this, earned by selling cow's milk. Right. So now this is this is how he earns this 30 krona. Now what happens when he sees this much money? Then this he like somehow this the emotion of greed comes in into him, and then what he does is that the rat trap seller, he steals the money. He steals the money and leaves the house next morning. Now after this what happens, like when he leaves the house next morning, then he is already scared because he has done something wrong, right? So then what he does is he enters in a forest because he thinks that it can be a place to be escaped. So enters in a forest. He enters in a forest, But then there also, when he enters in a forest, then there also he is he gets lost because it's a dense forest. So he gets lost there. Fine. And now he is very disturbed because he thinks that now because he was understanding the world as a big rat trap, and the wealth and the pleasures they are a bait. BAIT is the word for it. So then he thinks that these things are the bait to the people to get them entrapped. So now he thinks that the same thing has happened with him also. So now and he becomes very distressed, very confused. So finally he sees an iron mill. Right? So now then he sees an iron mill. And then he goes inside the iron mill. Right? So now when he reaches to the iron mill, then he spends some time there. He is what we see here that he sees an iron mill and he enters in the iron mill. There he spends some time, and after some time, the iron master, you can say that the owner of that iron mill, he comes, and who is that? We already know, and he is the iron mill master. So now, so then he mistakes him. This iron mill master, he mistakes him as his old acquaintance, as his old friend, and he thinks that he is this the iron master mistakes him. He thinks that he is his old regiment comrade as Captain Von Stale. Captain Von Stale. Fine, so he thinks that he is Captain Von Stale, but in reality he was not. Then the Iron Master, he says him to come to his home. So now you can see here that you can select requests here. But then, like we can see here that, but he refuses. Okay, he refuses. Why he refuses? Because he is already he has done something wrong. You can say that he is already guilty of stealing the money. So firstly he refuses, and later he was later his Edna convinces him. This Edna, the daughter of this Iron Master, she convinces him, and then he goes to their home. Fine. Now afterwards, what happens that like there only in the house, everybody, the truth is revealed actually that this Iron Master he gets to know the truth. The truth. And tells him to leave. But this Edna, she requests for him to stay till Christmas. Fine. So now till Christmas. Fine. So now, but generally even the father was not agreeing, but because of the daughter request, then he stays. The father agrees, and then he stays there. And now, now he learns something about life. Then he realizes that like even he has done something very wrong, like he has cheated this crofter, he has stolen his money, but then this lady's kindness somehow transforms him. Fine. So now you can say that this at last kindness transforms. Right? So finally transforms him, and finally he decides to change himself, and he leaves the house. Leaves the house. But there is a gift. There is a gift for. There is a gift for Edna. So in that, what things are there? There's a letter he leaves. A letter he leaves. A letter where he shows gratitude towards Edla's kindness, and then he also reveals that how he has decided to change, to transform himself. And then here he also does one thing, that he leaves a rat trap also as a gift. He leaves a rat trap also, right? And then also he leaves this 30 kroner of this man, right? And finally he goes away. And so this was about the summary. Like, this was the whole summary which is there in the chapter. It is important for you to know. Now we can come to the next thing, that is your themes. Now let's see the another aspect, that is themes. Fine. So now what can be themes? Like, it's very easy for us to understand. Number one, it can be like we can see greed and temptation. It can be, right? How he got tempted towards the money of that crofter's money. Now the other can be this your transformation, right? Transformation and redemption. Another thing can be like how he the power of kindness. Yes, sure. This can be humanity also. So there can be other also, but these are some basic things. Now for question answers. For question answers, like, we can take any example. If a question comes like how is Adla's kindness transformed? The paddler. So if this comes, right? So now we can see, like, first thing, like the way she requests her request to come home, right? Now the other thing is like her behavior, her genuine behavior towards him. Right. Then, and that was continued even after knowing his real identity, right? So now her acceptance after revelation, right? Revelation is here, like when his real identity was revealed, then also she was accepting him. Okay, this is all here. Now we can come to the next. This was all about this is the way you can write the question answers. Now you can include these points, and you can even include the incident. You can talk about the incident inside these points. Okay, so like now we have discussed themes, we have discussed the question answer also. Now this was so all the aspects for this particular topic are covered. So this was for today's class about the rat trap Now, thank you everyone, and now we'll meet in the next class. So, thank you and goodbye.